Hi, my name is Isaac Kawada. I'm one of the instructors here at the Las Vegas Kung Fu Academy. Today I wanted to cover the Shaolin system of blocking and to go over all the concepts and applications. What makes blocking different from other martial arts and in Shaolin Kung Fu is the blocks itself are counterattacks, not just defenses. In boxing there are blocking techniques, there's the evasion techniques, but the difference between boxing blocks and blocking in Shaolin is the intent behind it and how it's used. So in boxing, you're trying to evade and create distance between you and your opponent. In Shaolin, instead of looking to defend yourself, you're also looking to attack them with your blocks by using the heaviness of your arm and the structure of your skeleton to off balance and put them in a more vulnerable situation. When using the Shaolin blocks, almost all of the blocks are performed in a very relaxed manner. Very rarely do you ever fully tense up your body. Whenever there's tension or stiffness, it's almost like you're pumping the brakes on your speed and your power. It makes you physically slower. Shaolin is also very efficient. You never want to overextend or do more than you have to. With speed, there's two different ways to be fast. You can physically be fast, or you can shrink, compact, minimize the motions that you do to be faster. Shaolin is very compact. The word I'm looking for is minimize. You want to do only what you have to. The blocks of Shaolin are used to immobilize your opponent by binding their arms or pushing their arm in a certain way to where it's harder to throw the secondary attack, off balancing them. So level 1 for blocking is where you're completely ignoring their attack, basically. You're trying to evade out of the way, not trying to disrupt their balance or even move their attacking arm. You're just trying to evade out of the way and counterattack. Level 2 for blocking would be something we call a parry or a catch. You're still moving to the side, evading, but you're using your hand or using any sort of blocking to lightly minimize the attacking power and to push it out of the way. Level 3 for blocking would be redirecting. You're putting more power, more structure into your block to redirect their energy and push them off balance or push them into a vulnerable spot. And this is the concept behind Shaolin blocking. Power comes from a concept called follow through. So whenever you're punching or even blocking, you never want to think about hitting the surface, but instead of hitting behind the target or going through the target. So that's what comes in with the Shaolin blocking. Again, it's not just a block, you're thinking about going through the arm when blocking. Follow through doesn't give you power itself. In order to have power, you have to have velocity or speed, but it all depends on where you put your speed or where you put your explosiveness. If you put your speed towards the end, you have more of a pushing power, more pushing the arm. But if you put the explosiveness in the beginning, then that's when you have a strike. Whenever performing a strike or a block, the very first part of the motion has to be explosive in order for you to have power. There's no techniques that are better than others. Sometimes you might have to use more evasions. Some situations might call for more blocking. What's going to make you a more well-rounded fighter, or what's going to benefit you the most, is if you have both evading and blocking, and you have both of those in your arsenal.